Greetings from Exam Heist. We have identified important exam questions. Practice these important questions 2-3 times to get 100% success in exam. Subscribe and comment, share PDF in the below comment section to get PDF of these 40 important questions. If you want to access full dump, please visit www.examheist.com. We have 24/7 support available for your doubts and exam queries.
Question 1. Which one of the following statements about the search command is true? Option A. It does not allow the use of wildcards. Option B. It treats field values in a case-sensitive manner. Option C. It can only be used at the beginning of the search pipeline. Option D. It behaves exactly like search strings before the first pipe. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. It behaves exactly like search strings before the first pipe. Question 2. Which of the following actions can the eval command perform? Option A. Remove fields from results. Option B. Create or replace an existing field. Option C. Group transactions by one or more fields. Option D. Save SPL commands to be reused in other searches. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Create or replace an existing field. Question 3. When can a pipe follow a macro? Option A. A pipe may always follow a macro. Option B. The current user must own the macro. Option C. The macro must be defined in the current app. Option D. Only when sharing is set to global for the macro. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. A pipe may always follow a macro. Question 4. Data models are composed of one or more of which of the following datasets? Choose all that apply. Option A. Events datasets. Option B. Search datasets. Option C. Transaction datasets. Option D. Any child of event, transaction, and search datasets. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Events datasets. Option B. Search datasets. Option C. Transaction datasets. Question 5. When using the field extractor, fx, which of the following delimiters will work? Choose all that apply. Option A. Tabs. Option B. Pipes. Option C. Colons. Option D. Spaces. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Tabs. Option B. Pipes. Option C. Colons. Option D. Spaces. Question 6. Which group of users would most likely use pivots? Option A. Users. Option B. Architects. Option C. Administrators. Option D. Knowledge managers. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Users. Question 7. When multiple event types with different color values are assigned to the same event, what determines the color displayed for the event? Option A. Rank. Option B. Weight. Option C. Priority. Option D. Precedence. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. Priority. Question 8. Based on the macro definition shown below, what is the correct way to execute the macro in a search string? Option A. Convert_sales, euro,
Note.
79, quote. Option B. Convert_sales, euro,
Note.
79, single quote. Option C. Convert_sales, $euro $, not $, $79, quote. Option D. Convert_sales, $euro $, not $, $79, single quote. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. Convert_sales, euro, not, 0.79. Question 9. There are several ways to access the field extractor. Which option automatically identifies the data type, source type, and sample event? Option A. Event actions, extract fields. Option B. Fields sidebar, extract new fields. Option C. Settings, field extractions, new field extraction. Option D. Settings, field extractions, open field extractor. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Event actions, extract fields. Question 10. Which of the following statements would help a user choose between the transaction and stats? Commands. Option A. Stats can only group events using IP addresses. Option B. The transaction command is faster and more efficient. Option C. There is a 1000 event limitation with the transaction command. Option D. Use stats when the events need to be viewed as a single correlated event. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. There is a 1000 event limitation with the transaction command. Question 11. By default, how is acceleration configured in the Splunk Common Information Model? KIM. Add-on. Option A. Turned off. Option B. Turned on. Option C. Determined automatically based on the source type. Option D. Determined automatically based on the data source. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Turned off. Question 12. Which of the following statements describe the Common Information Model? KIM. Choose all that apply. Option A. KIM is a methodology for normalizing data. Option B. KIM can correlate data from different sources. Option C. The Knowledge Manager uses the KIM to create knowledge objects. Option D. KIM is an app that can coexist with other apps on a single Splunk deployment. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. KIM is a methodology for normalizing data. Option B. KIM can correlate data from different sources. Option C. The Knowledge Manager uses the KIM to create knowledge objects. Question 13. Which of the following knowledge objects represents the output of an eval expression? Option A. Eval fields. Option B. Calculated fields. Option C. Field extractions. Option D. Calculated lookups. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Calculated fields. Question 14. What do events in a transaction have in common? Option A. All events in a transaction must have the same timestamp. Option B. All events in a transaction must have the same source type. Option C. All events in a transaction must have the exact same set of fields. Option D. All events in a transaction must be related by one or more fields. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. All events in a transaction must be related by one or more fields. Question 15. Which delimiters can the field extractor FX detect? Choose all that apply. Option A. Tabs. Option B. Pipes. Option C. Spaces. Option D. Commas. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Tabs. Option B. Pipes. Option C. Spaces. Option D. Commas. Question 16. A data model consists of which three types of datasets? Option A. Constraint. Field. Value. Option B. Events. Searches. Transactions. Option C. Field extraction. Regex. Delimited. Option D. Transaction. Session ID. Metadata. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Events, searches, transactions. Question 17. Where are the results of eval commands stored? Option A. In a field. Option B. In an index. Option C. In a KV store. Option D. In a database. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, in a field. Question 18. Which of the following statements describe calculated fields? Choose all that apply. Option A. Calculated fields can be used in the search bar. Option B. Calculated fields can be based on an extracted field. Option C. Calculated fields can only be applied to host and source type. Option D. Calculated fields are shortcuts for performing calculations using the eval command. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Calculated fields can be used in the search bar. Option B. Calculated fields can be based on an extracted field. Option D. Calculated fields are shortcuts for performing calculations using the eval command. Question 19. Calculated fields can be based on which of the following? Option A. Tags. Option B. Extracted fields. Option C. Output fields for a lookup. Option D. Fields generated from a search string. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, extracted fields. Question 20. When should transaction be used? Option A. Only in a large distributed Splunk environment. Option B. When calculating results from one or more fields. Option C. When event grouping is based on start, end values. Option D. When grouping events results in over 1000 events in each group. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, when event grouping is based on start, end values. Question 21. When performing a regular expression, regex, field extraction using the field extractor, fx, what happens when the require option is used? Option A. The regex can no longer be edited. Option B. The field being extracted will be required for all future events. Option C. The events without the required field will not display in searches. Option D. Only events with the required string will be included in the extraction. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Only events with the required string will be included in the extraction. Question 22. When using time chart by host, which field is represented in the x-axis? Option A. Date. Option B. Host. Option C. Time. Option D. _time. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, _time. Question 23. Which of the following is the correct way to use the data model command to search fields in the web data model within the web dataset? Option A. Data model web search, fields web. Option B. Search data model web, fields web. Option C. Data model web fields, search web. Option D. Data model equals web, search web, fields web. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Data model web search, fields web. Question 24. Which of the following statements describe the command below? Choose all that apply. Source type equals access _ combined, transaction JSESSIONID. Option A. An additional field named maxspan is created. Option B. An additional field named duration is created. Option C. An additional field named event count is created. Option D. Events with the same JSESSIONID will be grouped together into a single event. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. An additional field named duration is created. Option C. An additional field named event count is created. Option D. Events with the same JSESSIONID will be grouped together into a single event. Question 25. Which of the following searches will return events containing a tag named privileged? Option A. Tag equals priv. Option B. Tag equals priv. Option C. Tag equals priv. Option D. Tag equals privileged. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, tag equals priv. Question 26. Given the macro definition below, what should be entered into the name and arguments fields to correctly configure the macro? Option A. The macro name is session tracker and the arguments are action. JESSIONID. Option B. The macro name is session tracker. 2. And the arguments are action. JESSIONID. Option C. The macro name is session tracker and the arguments are $action $. Option D. The macro name is session tracker. 2. And the arguments are $action $. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. The macro name is session tracker. 2. And the arguments are action. JESSIONID. Question 27. What is required for a macro to accept 3 arguments? Option A. The macro's name ends with 3. Option B. The macro's name starts with 3. Option C. The macro's argument count setting is 3 or more. Option D. Nothing. All macros can accept any number of arguments. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. The macro's name ends with 3. Question 28. Which workflow action method can be used when the action type is set to link? Option A. Get. Option B. Put. Option C. Search. Option D. Update. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, get. Question 29. Which of the following statements about tags is true? Choose all that apply. Option A. Tags are case insensitive. Option B. Tags are based on field, value pairs. Option C. Tags categorize events based on a search. Option D. Tags are designed to make data more understandable. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Tags are based on field, value pairs. Option D. Tags are designed to make data more understandable. Question 30. Which of the following statements about macros is true? Choose all that apply. Option A. Arguments are defined at execution time. Option B. Arguments are defined when the macro is created. Option C. Argument values are used to resolve the search string at execution time. Option D. Argument values are used to resolve the search string when the macro is created. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Arguments are defined when the macro is created. Option C. Argument values are used to resolve the search string at execution time. Question 31. Information needed to create a get workflow action includes which of the following? Choose all that apply. Option A. A name for the workflow action. Option B. A URI where the user will be directed at search time. Option C. A label that will appear in the event action menu at search time. Option D. A name for the URI where the user will be directed at search time. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. A name for the workflow action. Option B. A URI where the user will be directed at search time. Option C. A label that will appear in the event action menu at search time. Question 32. Which of the following can be used with the eval command to string function? Choose all that apply. Option A. Hex. Option B. Commas. Option C. Decimal. Option D. Duration. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Hex. Option B. Commas. Option D. Duration. Question 33. Which of the following searches show a valid use of a macro? Choose all that apply. Option A. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, make my field. Old field. Table underscore time new field. Option B. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, stats if. Make my field, old field, single quote, table underscore time new field. Option C. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, eval new field equals make my field, old field, table underscore time new field. Option D. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, new field. Make my field, old field, single quote, table underscore time new field. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, make my field, old field, table underscore time new field. Option B. Index equals main source equals my source old field equals asterisk, stats if. Make my field, old field, single quote, table underscore time new field. Question 34. A user wants to convert numeric field values to strings and also to sort on those values. Which command should be used first? The eval or the sort? Option A. It doesn't matter whether eval or sort is used first. Option B. Convert the numeric to a string with eval first, then sort. Option C. Use sort first, then convert the numeric to a string with eval. Option D. You cannot use the sort command and the eval command on the same field. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Use sort first, then convert the numeric to a string with eval. Question 35. Which knowledge object does the Splunk Common Information Model (CIM) use to normalize data, in addition to field aliases, event types, and tags? Option A. Macros. Option B. Lookups. Option C. Workflow actions. Option D. Field extractions. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Lookups. Option D. Field extractions. Question 36. Which of the following statements describe data model acceleration? Choose all that apply. Option A. Root events cannot be accelerated. Option B. Accelerated data models cannot be edited. Option C. Private data models cannot be accelerated. Option D. You must have administrative permissions or the accelerate underscore data model capability to accelerate a data model. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Accelerated data models cannot be edited. Option C. Private data models cannot be accelerated. Option D. You must have administrative permissions or the accelerate underscore data model capability to accelerate a data model. Question 37. How does a user display a chart in stack mode? Option A. By using the stack command. Option B. By turning on the Use Trellis layout option. Option C. By changing stack mode in the Format menu. Option D. You cannot display a chart in stack mode. Only a time chart. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. By changing stack mode in the Format menu. Question 38. If no value is specified with the fill null command, what default value will be used? Option A. 0. Option B. NA. Option C. Quote. Option D. Null. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. 0. Question 39. What other syntax will produce exactly the same results as chart count over vendor underscore action by user? Option A. Chart count by vendor underscore action user. Option B. Chart count over vendor underscore action user. Option C. Chart count by vendor underscore action over user. Option D. Chart count over user by vendor underscore action. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Chart count by vendor underscore action user. Question 40. What are the two parts of a root event dataset? Option A. Fields and variables. Option B. Fields and attributes. Option C. Constraints and fields. Option D. Constraints and lookups. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, constraints and fields.